Middle of the night, I got like 5 flies on my screen. I can't stand it. I hate the, like, I don't believe, like, I mean, this is just me. What do I count for? What can I know anything? I can just give you an idea. You know, my own idea. Mine. May have come off from something I heard, something I saw, obviously when I was born. Just sort of like, I repeated everything. So let's get serious. I'd like to put my hat back on. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to get my hat back on. Hold on a second. And this little thing over here, right? So it stops my hat from moving, just that little thing over there. That's actually the bobetta. Okay, so what are we going to talk about right now? First of all, let's get to sports, okay? I'm watching the football game because I like it. What am I going to do on this planet? Do I have to be here? What do I really need to do? Take away the senses of who we are? Then can we find the reality? What is important? What is actually important to us? What is important to this earth? Okay, what is important? Only to us because we speak between us and we understand what we see because it creates. Well, destruction creates, but it builds and it takes back and it starts over and over and over and over. So that reminds me of a sign I saw today, and the sign actually read 0% 84 months. Well, 84 is a representation of Pluto. I know we're from Pluto. We are the Pluto birth no matter what. Okay? No matter what. We are on the other side carrying spirit through Pluto. 1 and 8. The heavens of Neptune, because Neptune is the energy plug for the water. I mean, it's only science, you know. You taught me that if I stick my finger in the water and you stick the electricity in the water, it's going to go through the water and through my finger. I'm alive somehow. You've moved me. So I'm watching sports. And what happens in every city? What happens in every city with sports? They close down. Not enough people show up. Not enough people buy the paraphernalia. They don't need the sport team. It ain't making no money. It's okay for the amateurs. Give them the belief that they're going to get into that league and maybe in their own city. But where is it supported? Media. Media is talking. It is communication. Media, Mediterranean, Baltic. That's how I associate these two things. Property 2 and property 4 on Monopoly. Now I have to include all the games, okay? Sometimes I have a harder time than other games, but you know what? I may do. You know what I like? I like my hands on my lines. You see the way it goes whoosh, right across? Like, whoa, I got like a permanent crease right there in my hand. And I got another one. I got 2 permanent creases. You can see them tonight, right? No matter how I bend my hand, right? It just makes those 2 creases. Bend your hand. You don't see those creases like that, right? So anyways, it's all the media. Dia is the day. When they said day at the beginning, it was the day of man. When did man come here? He came here on the 6th day. Oh my God, man is 6. He came into the 6th day. Why on the 6th day? What is 6? Well, I believe that English, okay, like if you had a chord, in the middle of that chord there was nothing. I think at one end is English where it comes out, and the other end is all the other language from the Eastern world, because we're in the Eastern world. It's all the Eastern world. Have you ever seen the Western world? We're going to have to talk something because it's all the Eastern world. Take away W from West and you have East, but in French. Figure that one out. Now I'd like to know a few more languages. The more languages I go, I sit down with people. I'm just going to tell you because I believe the outlet of one of them, in fact, all of them have outlets, of course. But I am an outlet of my continuation because I'm speaking English. And I understand that poco of Spanish. So it's out of Pluto. So Pluto is number 84. 2 times 4 is 8. Half of 8 is 4. So you get 2 to 1. It's 1/2 of everything. So 12, the 12th letter, or the 21st letter, is 2 to 1 reverse. It is the letter L, and it is the letter U. And that says to read. So now we have media, the day of man. Now I'm going to read. And in Monopoly, they connect the 2 properties to the Baltic. Now anything that ticks sounds like a bomb. It's got a lot of energy. So the 2 of them float together from the Baltic to the Mediterranean. Properties. But you cannot have the Mediterranean. You cannot have. Baltic is first. The Mediterranean is an illusion of your imagination because the Mediterranean is last. The only way to get the Mediterranean as a second property is to roll the dice, go all the way around, and to come back past go, collect your $200, then you can go on to the Mediterranean because you're playing Monopoly with 2 dice, not with 1. If we played with 1 dice, we would have to roll this dice 7 times, 6, to get to the Mediterranean. 7 and 6 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. 13 and 4. MD, medical doctor. How about V? MDV, medical doctor divide. Divide us in the pharma company. I got something written down about pharma over here. Now, pharma, yes, the separator, the zoo in pharma, portable Romulan formula in 4, right? Formula to change the sexes, formula to change the sexes of vaccines, right? 4 and 6, sexes, 6, formula, put them together, bacteria, teria, intelligent earth. The gateway, okay, is not 84, add 10 man, you now have Uranus. 9 by 4, 36 creation, and 13 altered current. 7 times 7 is 49 reverse. 94 is 47, and 47 equals 94, and that is time of Jesus and time on the cross. Because that's what all these numbers say. I like to make it plain. And inside 6, right, from B is creation of the sexes, right? It's 52, because 6 equals number 52, which is letters B and E, and they're in the same family. So give me a second here. Okay, I moved over a little bit. Had to write something down. So we're going to come back to the dia. Dia. What did I say? Dia. Tell him. Okay, so inside this word, the angle's always 4. Now, T and D come together in the French language. They're also an exchange where the D is in the center world. The T is in the right world. Why is the D there? The D is there because in numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, continued on to 36, the D, okay, what happens is in the center, 17 and 20, they meet for 37. The total of DIX for 10 is that. I use certain mediums, understandings, that 10 is perfect. In French, they say DIX. It also is an assembly of SIX. It says S with 9 in Roman numerals, telling us that this word comes from a different time, so that's how we have to use this word assembly together. So it would be DIX, which means 10, and it's SIX, which is 1 through 9, 2 sides, and it explains that it is communication, one spirit communicating, and in the middle world, because 10 in English, TEN, is the N letter crosses over. The E is the 55 letter, and because it's the E, it's showing 3 letters in capital if you use Earth. It's showing the H first, because 8 and 5, H and E are together. It shows a lower level, the heavens, above and below. Right? Just like the H letter, the I is from side to side. Right? The H is on 2 sides, crossing through the center, and that would be a conglomeration to equal to the 7th gate, because one part of it is T, and that's 2 T's sideways will create these. Anyways, 13, 54, number in the sun, foxhole passage. 9 and 1, artificial intelligence. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 4 and 2, life in the B world. The end result is 4 and 9. 4 and 9 is 13. 23 equals to 5. Why doesn't it say 23? 23 equals to 5, and the media, or medium, okay, the connecting of the in-between, the middle, the in-between, medium, Mediterranean, the connecting of the middle, okay, when a big red sun, creation. This is also reflective to Mars, which is number 51, because at the end, they'll both create 47, which is time Jesus connecting. Why? Because 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 6 and 5, 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 6 and 5. 2 different worlds. 3 squared, 2 to the power 3, 3 to the power 2, 89 the high sky. I say, day, man, Saturday man. Man of the 7th gate. Man equals 28, 6 equals 52, 9 equals 42 because it's man's birth. 42 is 9 lives of the cat. 24, 42 equals 9, 24 equals cat. We have 6, we have 7. This will create another 7. Add 6, but it's a black one. 2 and 8 is a black one. Maybe it's different. Maybe in this one, maybe I should only be adding 4. Maybe it's a 6 when it's red. okay? But it's a 4 when it's black. I don't know. I have to think about that, okay? Hockey, baseball, plumbing, electrical terms. Plumb, and they put the ing in a word. So to plumb, I put my thumb into a pie. I made a hole in the center. What was that hole for? Did we add something to it? Pyrite, okay, as in for cooking, and pirates to steal, and pier means to worst, the worst of 8. The base of the ball. I'm just throwing out a whole bunch of things that connect together. Where we get, hold on, we're going to change over to continue on this side of the page. We get, I used to say blue this way, with stopping with the U, but now the E is showed to add it on, so the blue world is going through also the sun. This also says fox inside blue, but in English it's 46, plus or minus the 6. No or na, exchanging, and nay, okay, nay is also to me known as birth. This one is also birth. No is equal to 29, nay is equal to 19, artificial intelligence. NA, North America, Northeast, whichever way you want to work. This is also the first 2 that culminate to pi. 14 and 1 is 15. You can minus it, it's 14 and 16. You can minus it and add it. This would become 919. Artificial intelligent birth again. Minus and plus becomes 1 and 29. Becomes 28 cycle in the moon and 30 creation. Pi jumps all the way up to creation. Minus is 14 equals 5. Added equals 16 equals 7. 5 and 7, GE, and A through the moon. How about NASA, right? NASA or NASCAR? How about the sand cars? They also call about the sand cars. So we're not going to get into this. We're going to turn this page around. Now we can't see because of the lights. So I'm going to have to put some more pages behind this. The ocean. 9 and 4 equals 13. 9 minus 4 equals 5. The 13th letter is M. The 5th letter is E. The 18th letter is R. Mare is the ocean. If you have another E, okay, that becomes mother. If you have a 1 or an E, because the O can represent E or A, because it's the 15th letter, 1 and 5. Mera, Terra Mera. Uranus, okay, is the 7th planet. Pluto is the 9th planet. Mars is the 4th planet. 9 and 4 come together over here to create this. 9 and 4 will create the number to Uranus. That's how I get this over here. The 9 ball is yellow. It's a yellow stripe. The other one is a solid green. This says half. Halftime. Stripe. Halftime. Half. Something to do with lid, deal, islands, delta angle. It is green. How do you make green? You need yellow and blue to come together. The electric. S equals 19, T equals 20, 39 equals to the 7th inning stretch, and they talk all about Saturn with this number, the roads of Saturn, and those numbers in the electrical current runs through Hoover Dam. Okay, Hoover Dam, 31st president, Herbert Hoover, 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, 3 and 4, 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals 7 and 12, 19. Her world, L, all the numbers run through Las Vegas. So we have over here Uranus in numbers, Pluto in numbers, Mars in numbers. Mars equals to the number 51 equals 6. Pluto equals to the number 84 equals 12 equals 3. Also says strike father. Uranus equals 94 equals 13. 7 and 8, replacement in low shoe equals to 15 and 1, 1 to 15, 120 to 7th gate. 9 and 6, rotation, because Saturn moves into Pluto in low shoe. 15 becomes Mars, 03 becomes creation of Mars. 315 says the ace cat runs in Pluto and Mars. Pluto and Mars, 9th planet and 4th planet. Mars equals to the 4th planet and is known as 3, 43 DC, because Earth replaces Mars in low shoe. Minus and plus becomes 1 and 7. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 7, 8, 15, and we're back to Mars again. We come down to the bottom. If I can actually read this myself, okay, because I can't read it myself. We're going to do this in the next video. 14 minutes is long enough. It's something a little bit different. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus, creation and slaughter, communication, and let's leave it alone.